Too Reckless here, back in another reaction. Today we're going to be reacting to Tupac, White Man's World.
You go busting your fist against a stone wall, you're not using your brain. That's what the white man wants you to do. Look at you. What makes you ashamed of being black?
Number love for you.
I even know how hard it is. Being a woman, a black woman at that, in this white man's world. Sometimes we overlook the fact that we can ride hard in our cities. We don't be knowing the pain we be causing.
This white man's world.
This white man's world. I ain't saying I'm innocent at all this. I'm just saying
This white man's world.
this song is together. For all those times that I mess up or we mess up. Dear sister, got me twisted up in prison, I miss you. Crying, looking at my nieces and my nephew's picture. They say don't let this cruel world get you. Kinda suspicious, swearing one day you might leave me for somebody that's richer. Twist the cap off the bottom, I take a sip and see tomorrow. Gotta make it if I have to beg a bottle. Reading love letters late night, locked down and quiet. If brothers don't receive they mail, best believe we ride. Eating Jack Mac, staring at the walls of silence inside this cage where they captured all my rage and violence. In time I learned a few lessons, never fall for riches. Apologies to my true sisters, far from bitches. Help me raise my black nation, reparations are due. It's true, caught up in this world, I took advantage of you. So tell the babies how I love them, precious boys and girls, born black in this white man's world. And all I heard was, only thing they ever did wrong, born black, this white man's world.
All my ghetto motherfuckers are proud to be black and be proud to have this shit like this.
Born black
Nobody
in
got
this
it
white
like
man's
this.
world.
All these motherfuckers wanna be like us. They all wanna be like us. To be the have-nots. All here. God bless the shadow. Hold his own. No motherfucking doubt.
Being born with less, I must confess, only adds on to the stress. 2 gunshots to my homie's head, died in his vest. Shot him to death and left him bleeding for his family to see. I pass his casket, gently ask him, is there heaven for G? My homeboy's doing life, his baby mama be stressing, shedding tears when her son finally asked that question. Where my daddy at? Mama, why we live so poor? Why you crying? Heard you late night to my bedroom door. Now do you love me, mama? Why they keep on calling me nigga? Get my weight up with my hate and pay them back when I'm bigger. And still thugging in this jail cell, missing my block. Hearing brothers screaming all night, wishing they stop. Proud to be black, but why we act like we don't love ourselves? Don't look around, but some check yourselves. Know what it means to be black, whether a man or girl. We still struggling in this white man's world.
We must fight for brotherhood.
I think, like, at the beginning of this song, like you said, don't let nobody put you down because of your race. No. Don't let nobody do that to you. Don't let that get to you. Be proud of who you are. Be proud of your skin color. Be proud of all that. That's something for you to be proud of.
Yeah, and I think everybody should be proud of who they are. Mm-hmm. And, you know, I think where America gets lost, Fisher, with Tupac and other artists, is, again, I think a lot of times when we don't hear it, you know, we're looking at it through like a middle America type of view. And, you know, Pac is talking about from the inner city point of view. And I think a lot of times that's where, from a white man's perspective, you know, we can't understand life there, right? We only see black America from like middle black America. We don't see it from really just the depths of hell, you know, in the inner cities. I believe that's where a lot of them mix up, but that's just from my perspective, and I could be wrong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's get back into it.
We must fight for brotherhood. Born black in this white man's world. Brother Rochelle McKee. We must fight for brother Geronimo Pratt. We must fight white man's world for broken laws. Kobe. We must white man's world for the countless political prisoners who are locked up falsely by this white man.
Change, choose a new direction, and I'm giving out. My time away just made perfection. Cause I think I die. Not going fly, why should I care? Like we holding on to lost love that's no longer there. Can you please help me? God bless me, please keep my seeds healthy. Making all my enemies bleed while my G's wealthy. Hoping they bury me with ammunition, weed and shells. Just in case they trip in heaven, ain't no G's in hell. Sister, sorry for the pain that I caused your heart. I know I'll change if you help me, but don't fall apart. Rest in peace to Lil Tasha, Lil Yummy and Kato. Too much for this cold world to take, ended up being fatal. Every that we under attack. I never meant to cause drama to my sister and mama, but we make it through better times in this white man's world.
You're out of touch with reality. A few of you in a few smoke-filled rooms calling that the mainstream, while the masses of the people, white and black, red, yellow, and brown, poor and vulnerable, are suffering in this nation. Never that. In this white man's world, they can't stop us. We've been here all this time, they took us out. They can never take us out. No matter what they say about us being extinct, about us being endangered species, we ain't never gonna leave this. We ain't never gonna walk off this planet unless y'all use your brain. Use your brain. It ain't them that's killing us, it's us that's killing us. It ain't them that's knocking us off, it's us that's knocking us off. I'm telling you, better watch it or be a victim. Be a victim in this white man's world. All the real OGs be out. The seal and the Constitution reflect the thinking of the founding fathers that this was to be a nation by white people and for white people. Native Americans, blacks, and all other non-white people were to be the burden bearers for the real citizens of this nation.
You know, I tell Fisher all the time, is like, again, you know, I may misinterpret a lot that is said, but when I hear, I agree with Pac that the inner cities, it's not the white man pulling the trigger or killing, and you know, like the crime inside the inner cities. But I will say this, that I tell my son all the time is, it is the white politicians that never attempt to make it better.
Yeah, and I think that they want to hold those people down so they can just use them every 4 years.
Right, and on top of that, like a lot of the inner cities, you know, like their mayors and stuff are now, you know, black Americans, and you know, they haven't made any difference. And so I don't know. I don't know the fix. I know that I've talked to Fisher a lot about it, but you know, I know that.
And also something that I think that Pac like put in this, not song, but in this, I guess, album, like the picture that we saw right there, like he was being crucified for who he was.
Yeah,
and that's probably what that meant.
Well, inner city black America Fisher, they definitely get crucified for what it is, and everybody is always just thrown into a big
mesh pot.
Yeah, and in reality, just like, you know, we keep hearing in these songs, is like the black Americans inside these inner cities, they're scared of the gangbangers, they're scared of the dealers, they're scared of the same thing
They don't want no part of it, but there's nothing for them to go. There's nowhere for them to go, and
it's just
every 4 years they're used.
And it's just generation after generation, and nothing changes, and you feel defeated. But don't feel defeated, because changes do happen, and things. I'm a positive person. I believe changes happen, and it does get better. So if you like this reaction, make sure to give us a big like. Make sure to hit us with the subscribe button, and
peace.